Hey, it's BT with the BT MotoGP Barcelona review in association with Sport Bikes Inc., who I write for. Anyway, let's get right to it. You know what we're going to talk about. But first of all, I'll make you suffer through Moto 3, which Moto 3 is not really suffering. Moto 3, those kids, honestly, I think the slogan for Moto 3 should be boys, be good boys. Boys, be good boys. Teenagers going at it. I don't know what is up with that track, man, but it was like I said, it was a street fight. Moto 3, congratulations, Marcus Ramirez, for that win. But I'm telling you, two words: Celestino Vietti. Celestino Vietti. He is the future. That kid, he wasn't even going to podium. He was down, I think, in 16th. Yeah, 16th, and he finished on the podium. Anyway, let's get Moto 2. Alex Marquez is in great nick. Oh my God, he's 2 in a row. Marquez looking good. He's looking like a champion. Baldassari. I don't know what it is with Baldassari. He's either a win it, Bennett kind of guy. And Augusto Fernandez, a great ride by him. I thought he should have won it. He had the pole. But anyway, let's get to MotoGP. That's what we're here for, MotoGP. We all know what we're going to talk about: the crash and what happened. Listen, first of all, right now, Jorge Lorenzo is the most hated man in GP. Man, he might be the most hated man on earth, right? I think even Jesus might be like, you know what? I don't know if I like that dude. I don't know if my dad likes that guy. First of all, what I want to say about that is everybody crashes. And if you watch Marc Marquez in the post-race interview, at the post-race presser, even he was like, he goes, Dovey was kind of parking the bike in the corner. I mean, really slowing down. And, and Marquez is like, hey, man, I was like, you know what? The hell with this. I'm paraphrasing what he said. But he said, the hell with this. I released the brake and I just went on. Instead of following, I just went on. Because Dovey was kind of parking it. And granted, it's like anything in life. You can't rear end somebody because it's your fault. So it was his fault. He apologized. And who hasn't done what Jorge's done? Now think about that. Like Rossi did Stoner, duh. Even Dovey did, even Iannone did Dovey. Iannone did, who else did Iannone do? Iannone did somebody like that too. Iannone did Dovey. Iannone did Lorenzo. Marquez did the entire MotoGP field and Moto 2. Remember Moto 2 when he hit Rillerot in Australia and they had to airlift him? Remember they airlifted him out because Marquez went on that last lap and hit it. So they all do it. They all do it. He just made a mistake. I mean, I feel so bad for all those guys, man. Especially, I think the person I feel most bad for, believe it or not, is Maverick Vinales. Vinales, he always had poor starts. This start, he was on it, and I just felt like he was in for a podium. And I don't know about you guys, but just selfishly, I want to see him and Marquez go at it. That's the battle I want to see. I just want to see he and Marquez clear off from the field, and I want them to just go at it each other. I think that'd be a great race. Petrucci's not going to get the credit he deserves for the ride he had. Petrucci, he took on Rins. Rins was giving him everything. He was getting frustrated. Rins was getting aggressive. When's the last time you seen Rins that aggressive? Rins is pretty much smooth, but he ran into Petrucci. Remember, he ran into Petrucci, and Petrucci looked at him like, hey, man, you know I used to be a policeman, right? You know I know how to box, right? Okay, I just want you to know who you're running into, okay? Okay. And he put up with everything Rins did. Matter of fact, Rins almost ran. Remember, Rins almost crashed because he was going to hit him again. He was getting so frustrated. And Petrucci held up with every trip of the choo-choo except that time when Fabio got around him. And God bless Fabio. That kid, honestly, I think he scares Marquez because Marquez in the post-race presser, remember he was like, he kind of knew. I mean, when Dovey was out, he said, just tell me about Dovey. But when he saw Fabio's name, I think he knew Fabio had a better pace than him. So GP it's great. It's only getting greater. But as far as the wreck goes, man, you guys need to chill out on Jorge. He made a mistake. He apologized. I mean, you can say what you want to say. If you don't like him for whatever reason, I get it. But hey, he manned up and said it was my fault. And he went to the garages without the cameras there. He went to the garage without the camera there. No offense to Rossi, but he didn't do what Rossi did when he ran in a Stoner. He didn't have the cameras. He went and said, hey, man, I'm sorry. Face to face, man to man, like a real man does. And even though Dovey said, hey, too little, too late, at least he manned up and said it. So you can say what you want to say. But otherwise, for the GP, the race is always, to me, for the podium. Marquez clears out. It's weird. Marquez is doing what Lorenzo did back in 2000. Remember Lorenzo had that little run, 2006 or 7, when he was he take off, and it's just a parade. That's what Marquez is kind of doing now. He's kind of trying to take off and trying to just dominate the race instead of getting in for the battle. It's kind of weird to watch. And this GP, did you notice this GP? He followed more, like he stalked people more than like he just went out on his own. And he said it was incidental, but he followed Rossi, he followed Ducatis. So it's kind of weird. He was like a creeper. He's like a creeper. I mean, seriously, he should have got a restraining order. That's how much he was creeping on those guys. So it's kind of weird to see Marquez kind of do that. He's doing little things that are different now. He's trying to take off, and the race is actually for second, third. But then again, Marquez is not afraid of the battle. He's still not afraid of the battle. That's what still makes him a must-see watch. And I feel so bad for Rossi. Rossi was in good nick also, for coming back from that horrible weekend in Mugello. So it was just horrible for us, the fans, because we were deprived of a really good race. But if you watch it, Rossi came in hot. And unfortunately the bike spun and he got caught up. It was Maverick who I felt bad for, but even Marquez says Maverick and Dovey were a little bit offline, and it was Lorenzo's fault, but still he grabbed the brake and it slid out and took them both out, and I felt bad, but they were a little bit offline, but Marquez even said what Dovey was doing was kind of almost parking in that corner. So, it was just a racing incident. Get over it. I know there's people that hate Lorenzo for whatever reason. I don't know why he rubs people the wrong way. I have no idea why, but he just does. It's that person you don't like, and you have no reason why you don't like him. You just go, I just don't like it. Why? I just don't like it. Lorenzo's great. But he was looking good also. And I think Marquez is kind of jealous of him because he's the 7-time world champion. But they took Lorenzo to Japan and fitted the bike for him. Kind of like, and even Cal said like, wow, really? We've been with you for a couple of years, and now this newcomer comes and you're going to cater to him? Really? And I think, remember, Marquez kind of lost his cool doing that. And when Lorenzo got in the way, remember he pointed out, like, think about this. Remember? I think a little bit of jealousy is creeping in. So I think the rest of the season is going to be good. I think Assen is going to be a virtual, I think it's going to be just like last year. It's going to be a street fight like last year. It's going to be, get your tickets for Assen. I don't know why I'm promoting Assen like that, but get your tickets for Assen. It's going to be a barn burner. It's going to be a Donnybrook. It's going to be a street fight. Watch out for Assen in MotoGP. But I think the championship, unless God forbid something happens to Marquez in training or whatever, he gets hurt, 30-something points. He's 30 points ahead. It's not looking good. I can't see Marquez. He hasn't, other than the crash in Austin, he hadn't finished lower than second. That's a bad day for him, other than spinning out lower than second. So I think it's going to be Marquez's championship to lose already now. He's looking great. But let me tell you something. Fabio is looking good. Fabio finally finished on the podium. And watch out for Petrucci. Petrucci's feeling himself. He realizes now he does have that talent. So he's feeling that. And he might be the number one Ducati. Watch out for Petrucci, man. If he starts feeling himself, watch out for. Anyway, I know this is rushed. I got to do this because I'm going to be out of town or out of the country for a couple weeks. And so I got to get this done. So sorry about this not being as good as the other ones. But anyway, I want to get that done. And I want to say, and I'm going to go with my predictions for race of the rider of the race. Rider of the race, Moto3. I got to give it to Marcus Ramirez. I want to give it to Celestino Vietti because my love affair with him. I just love that kid. I know it sounds creepy, but I love that kid. He got great talent. Rider of the race, Moto3, Marcus Ramirez. Heartbreak for Moto3. You got to give it to Rodrigo. Gabriel Rodrigo, he had the pole. I thought he was going to win the race, but like I said, it's Moto3. Ain't no telling what can happen. Moto2, rider of the race goes to Alex Marquez. The guy is looking good. Heartbreak for Moto2. Got to give it to Fabio Di Antonio. I thought he was going to get his first podium. He was looking good, slid out. MotoGP. Heartbreak goes to, even though they all went out, I had to go with Maverick. Maverick finally had a good start. He looked to be on the podium. He was feeling good about himself. And then the bowling ball, Lorenzo took it out like, man, screw your race. MotoGP, rider of the race, Petrucci. They threw everything at Petrucci but the kitchen sink, and he still got a podium. Petrucci is feeling himself, and that's a good thing. So that's it. Rider of the race, Petrucci. Anyway, like I said, it's just rushed, and I apologize, but I'm on the time schedule, so I had to get this done. So I hope you can't hear the music. I had to find me a nice little quiet place in this restaurant, and they think I'm crazy right now because I'm trying to get this done. So anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I thought it was a good GP. Honestly, even with the wreck, I'll still give that GP an A minus because of the fight for the podium. So tell me what you think about the GP. What did you think about it? What did you think of the best race was? Who do you think rider of the race was? Who do you think the heartbreak was? Maybe your opinion different from mine. And I love you guys because you guys do give me criticism and you also give me praise. So I appreciate that. I love listening to what you guys have to say. I really do, man. This is great. This is better than I thought it was going to be. I really love you guys. So thank you guys so much for everything you say. And I listen to you guys and thank you again. And then I got to go. Until then, BT saying, bye.